is never offended in God. Even if you pray, you don't see answers, God is still God. Even if you are pregnant, you had a miscarriage, and that child was a prophetic child, God is still God. There are so many people who are angry at God. In Matthew 11 verse 6, he said, blessed is he that is not offended in me. In Psalm 119 verse 165, he said, and they shall not be offended in me. Refuse to be offended in God. God's plan is the best. He said, I know the thought that I think towards you, the thoughts of peace and good and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Whether there is money or there is no money, whether there is marriage or there is no marriage, whether I lose all my friends, God is still God. It is too late to turn my back. I have gone too far to give up now. It doesn't matter what I'm going through, God is God. He sits on the throne, he has kept me. Even if he does nothing for me, he has done more than enough. I refuse to be offended with God. He says, I know my Redeemer liveth. Though in this flesh one destroy me, but in my heart I will see God. I don't care what I go through. I don't care how people turn their backs on me. Even my friends walk away. He says, the Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even my enemies, rise up against me to eat up my flesh, he said, though war rise against me, my heart shall not fear. Though an army comes up against me, in this will I be confident. One thing have I desired of the Lord, and that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life. It doesn't matter what I go through. I am not moved by what I see. I walk by faith and not by sight. No matter the gang up or the conspiracy, God is still God. I will never be offended in God. Let me tell somebody, don't be offended in God. Don't be offended. David, take your seat. Sir, that is how David fell into sin. And the child of sin was sick. David was fasting and praying for the child to be well. The child died. After the child died, he cleaned up his face and was moving about normal. The servants were confused. The child was sick. You were weeping. Now the child is dead. You should even be groaning. He said, the Lord has done what pleases him. God said, this one is a man after my heart. Many are offended at God. Like Job, that was ready to take God to court. Many are angry. They say, I will never, Lord, you see with what has happened. Who are you to strive with your maker? When God kills, no arrest. If God comes for you, there's nothing anybody can do. Never be offended at God. It doesn't matter what you are going through. You may go through a shaking right now. God has a plan. Never let God give you what you want. Tell him to give you what you need. Because what you want can destroy you, but what you need empowers you. Am I talking to somebody here? Am I talking to somebody? God has a plan.